I don't know what a color is. I just know as in okay, it's a person that if I know it's a colored, these are the words you're gonna hear. Yo massa push, yo massa doos. Those are the words. Those are the words you're gonna hear. Fuck you nair. Those are the words. That is colored. That's pure colored. And nothing is your accent. The way you say your words.
Culture comes from the colored because the colored comes from the Khoisan, and that is where culture is coming from. People from outside still thinks, I would say, that the colored people are between two slices, they in between. Okay, they're the pato of the black and the white.
You see, here you're sitting with a situation where the colors are seen as under apartheid as being not too white, under the ANC as not too black. Now they are sitting right in the middle.
There were a lot of things that happened after the apartheid years. We fought, we were all part of that. And we fought for this new generation or the new regime that we're in now. And unfortunately, we've been let down.
A human being without roots is like a tree without roots. It's never going to get anywhere. So where do we come from? And what is our role in South Africa? Because our role, we don't know what part we play. You see? We are not being seen as a certain individuals, The social climate has changed, but it's still the same. There's only different individuals that are in charge now of what's going on in South Africa.
They don't fit in because they're not the perfect color of the toner. The perfect colors are black and white. Those are the perfect colors.
Our people, indigenous tribe, like the Khoisan people, and those people, were all under social prejudice from the first start. And now, that attitude, it attributes to your psychological, because at the end of the day, you will always be thinking like a slave, man, And that mentality, it is in the way that you're thinking, the way you manifest yourself with other people inside your ethnic group, the way that you understand each other. There's Nelson Mandela. You can take him as a role model. Now you are colored. You only know separation for all your life. Kyk, vat die cameraatjie staan en kyk jy hom, hy's niks hy nie man. Ek is 'n man my bro en ek kyk in die camera en ek sê kyk ek voel dat ek is ongelukkig met sekere goed. Hulle is van Rhodes man. Hulle doen 'n documentary oor ons jong mense in ons gemeenskap wat ons so sukkel. Sing jy my bro, swaar kry my bro. En ons is mos mense man, ons is diere nie man. Nou moet ons dood dronk rook om wat reg te kry my bro man. The people they feel neglected in my community. From the outside, because all that they know is how to be mistreated, abused, you know. That is all they know.
Like the local government, they don't take care of us. You see, the
Yeah,
ANC,
nee.
the DA, they only care about themselves. You see, they don't worry about us because most colored people, are being neglected,
As waar.
and being downtrodden because they don't take notice of us because they say, no, where were the colors in the apartheid area? You were not there and you just come now. And now we must look after you. And now we are just pushed aside now. They don't take care of us here in Grahamstown.
I can say this worse, I can say it better, but I can't even say is it what. There's not a reason. There's nothing here changing here. You can see even the streets where we're living. What must I do about it?
They really do feel neglected. Really do feel neglected. We don't even have a park anywhere where kids can go and play. There is no playground for the kids. You know, we don't have a soccer pitch. We don't have a cricket pitch. We only got the rugby pitch. So, yeah, we don't have anything. Our tennis courts has been lying like that for, I think, 20 years. Nothing has been done. And we've been asking and asking about it.
Wat moet hulle doen? As niks wat hulle kan doen nie, bro. Niks. Niks facilities, sokkervelde nie, games om te gaan speel, game centers nie. As niks. So that's all wat ek kan sê. To do a small thing as a colored or as an individual, it is already hard. Now you don't even have the facilities. Imagining there's a boy like in a colored area who is a great gymnast, but he doesn't have the facilities to do that. What is going to happen to that boy? Nobody's going to recognize him.
There are no parks.
The
The children must drink now. They must go to the shebeens and sit at rough places. And most of the youngsters now in Grahamstown are drinking, using drugs because the council and like the churches are doing nothing to help, you see. And there are no public swimming pool for the children.
Yeah.
The children must swim at these dams. And these dams are very deep and sometimes they drown. You see, they don't have playing parks for the children. You see, they only care for the location. You see, they're putting paving in there in the location. You see, busy doing things there to upgrade the location, but not in the colored area.
There is absolutely nothing happening here. Absolutely nothing. And people has got nothing that they can say, that they can fall on and say, this belongs to the colored people. They feel like they're being pushed aside bit by bit. And they feel like they're getting scattered more and more, which they don't actually like. It's a fact that the colored people in the Eastern Cape does not get job opportunities. It's just a fact, and stats showed it, that there's less and less colored people getting jobs. And, you know, why they are doing that, I don't know, because colored people are really very, very, very intelligent.
Even if you train a boy into something, where is he going to work with? I'm sitting with a boy here outside. In fact, he was here outside, he just left. He's being laid off now for 2 weeks. There's no work. He's a qualified carpenter, there's no work. What happened to President Zuma's promise of 1 million jobs in the next 4 years, 5 years? It will not materialize.
If you see coloreds, like coloreds, the word so-called coloreds, all of our people are working in the retail business. There are not lots of guys that are working in government. You know, what does that tell you? If in order for you to put in your CV for government, you need to be under certain political parties or be a certain race. That is unfair.
I did try to apply for a job
Ja, nee.
at the local council.
Ja, nee.
I did put in CVs. application forms. They never answered me. They took black people.
Ja,
We only
nee.
hire black people, you see, and it's unfair. And yeah, the project, the rugby fair,
Ja, ja.
they only hired their people.
We're being discriminated. I don't know. If you go to municipality, tell me, have you seen a colored there working there? Going to that whole town hall. Have you ever seen a colored inside there?
Most colors go into the retail business and they work for big corporations. So that means that economic benefit, it does not flow into our community. It passes by. You know what happens to that economic benefit? It turns into a criminal benefit for the individuals, né, that are not educated. They are being marginalized because you are wanting that thing, but you can't buy it. How are you going to get it? You're going to take it.
You do get gangsters around here. Up here, up in this area. I'm talking about real gangsters. I mean, guys that are thugs, real thugs, man. Guys that don't work. That's how you describe a gangster or a thug. He doesn't work. He stabs. He steals. He robs. Those are real thugs.
You can't get a proper job. Only thing that you are experiencing is exploitation because you're not educated. You don't even know what exploitation means. So how are you going to understand exploitation?
In the colored community, I would say 50 to 60% of the people has got a very low motivation. If you talk to them, they really want to become something. There are a whole pile of them that actually got matric exemptions, and they're sitting at home or they're working at Shoprite or Checkers because they can't find any other job. Their families doesn't have the means of sending them to a university or to a technical college or so.
Ek hou my belofte wat ek gemaak het toe ek begin canvas het. Ek werk baie hard aan dit. Okay, bye-bye.
Colored people has got a stinking pride because they will be poor, but they will never go and knock on your door. You've got to go and knock on their door to go and find out what is happening inside. They won't talk unless you go and talk to them.
This is a liver bias working. Because why? My understanding with the people is lekker.
Yeah.
Né? But the people don't want to give me something. I've got some people to support. You check. My mother's alone in the house. She's a pensioner. I'm a worker alone. If there's no lights, there's no lights.
Yeah.
What must we do?
Yeah.
It's not right to live like this, man.
There's a big house, there's a small key. Nobody wants to give you the key and come in. Everybody's going to stand there and say, now, the coloreds, they are the bad people using us as scapegoats. But you're not understanding our situation. They are pushing us aside with their stereotypes. Ne? If they treat you a certain way, how are you going to feel at the end of the day? If you are not being recognized, if you are always the bad guy, are you not going to feel that way? Are you going to feel that, no, that is the way I'm supposed to be?
I noticed that all of us has got this dramatic depression. Always frustrated for no damn reason.
In the colored areas like this, man, it's like so many darkness. If there's a light, then the people are going to try to exploit that light to their advantage. If you give someone a 5 rand or 10 rand, ne? Or a 2 rand. Tomorrow that individual is gonna come back and want to ask a 5 rand because they didn't have, and they feel the best way to get it is to get it from you, and they're gonna abuse you for that small thing that you have. The people need to send their children away from the people that they love. Like my sister's not here, and lots of my friends, they need to get out of the community. You know, the suicide rate in Grahamstown is high because every year there's like two guys that you know that they've hanged themselves, friends of yours, you know, because they are depressed, they don't have any futures. Because who would like to paint houses for the rest of your life? Your lungs get damaged, or build other people's houses. Like my generation, I think we are like the lost generation because we are very neglected.
You finish matric and after that you just sit at home because you've got nowhere to go.
Standard 7, standard 8. That's your main target when things fall apart for you in the colored community. Most of my friends, school's not for me. School's just not for me. I'd rather sit at home.
We are raising a generation of illiterates. Functional illiterates.
When I passed standard 8, went to standard 9, I think I did only 4 months. And I dropped out, just like that. I thought to myself, fuck the school.
There's a shortage of teachers. Learners are roaming the school. I would like you to go to the school tomorrow and just roam around. Just roam around. You don't have to eat.
Don't even go inside.
You don't have to even go inside because I don't think the
Just stand
principal will
outside.
allow you.
Just go around.
Just go around the fences
You see what's happening there.
and just observe what is happening. How many kids are outside of the school?
I see why we as colored attitude is like it is. Because if you're hungry, the last thing you're gonna think about is books, education. You want something now, man. You want hungry now. What you gonna do? You don't get the things that you feel that you need to have. That builds up anxiety. You know, you're not satisfied with your situation, the things that you're going through in a daily. That is like a habit, seeing alcoholism, seeing drug abuse, you know. That is part of living in an isolated community because the people feel there's nothing else to do. Who's going to help me? I need help, but I can't even help myself.
Want to see?
Yeah.
That's man directs.
The children of today, I would like
His name is
not to use the stuff, man.
First Blood. I'm a fucking drug addict and that's what it is. I drink,
Rocks,
I do rocks, I do ecstasy,
anything you can get.
anything I can get, I do it. Just to have a small piece of pleasure.
But we are into it, we don't.
Can't get out.
See, but I can think for the youth coming up. Drugs is a problem, big problem.
I think why the people are abusing certain substances is because they would like to escape from the realities. The realities are too big because they're not educated. Then lots of people are not educated, and the facilities that they have mentally is not preparing them for the way to solve problems. You know, I try to escape the mindset that I have by trying to open up my mind. You know, first trying to open up my spirit, knowing who I am and what do I need in life. Try to be real with who you are and your circumstances, because you can't run away from those responsibilities. You know, that they say Jesus Christ, he had this cross to bear, and that cross ne, is the cross that I feel that I must bear. Because that cross is like being responsible for myself, looking after myself and the people that I love, you know, being responsible in the way that I think, being responsive in my actions, the person that I am. Because it all starts with you.
People should break their chain of feeling I'm the in-betweener. Because you're not the in-betweener. Break their shackles and say, I'm not the in-betweener. They should get up and have a voice. It's now time to strip whatever sellotape is over their mouth and make their voice heard.
As Bishop Tutu has put it, we can form a rainbow nation. But the struggle has only just begun. It is long since not over. There's this long road that we are still having to walk, this path that we're having to walk with. And if we are not prepared to take one another by the hand, and I can tell you one thing with safety and with security, it's only our children that will save us. It's only you guys that will save us from disaster.
Don't hide behind the face of race. Stand in front of it. Show who are you. I just want to say I'm not a slave and I refuse to live like a slave. And if this is going to be the cross that I have to bear, then I have to bear it on my own back, because this is who I am. And I'm not going to hide behind a race or a certain group, because I am an individual. That individual is dead long time ago that said I was a colored. I did not ask him to have this name. I am an individual, I am a human being, and I need to be respected on who I am, not what I have, but who I am and where I'm going in the future.